Okay, so on day 11, we're going to take a look at finding missing terms of an arithmetic sequence. So the warm-up is things that we've been doing the whole unit, which is can you find the next three terms? And we'll also practice writing a recursive rule for the first one to review, and an explicit rule. So if we take a look at the first one, this one looks arithmetic, so we can find the common difference by subtracting one number from the one before it. So you have 15 minus 11, which is 4, 11 minus 7, which is 4, so we can see that that common difference is adding 4 every time. So we have 19, 23, and 27. So let's review how to write the recursive rule. For that we need the first term, which we can see as 7. And the recursive rule, we just say to find any number, you take the one before it, and we add 4 to that. So this is a recursive rule. The explicit rule, we can say to find any number, it's adding by 4 every time. We would need the 0 term, so instead of add 4, you would subtract 4. So the 0 term would be 3. So we could say plus 3. And then you could check your work by plugging in. All right, the next one seems to be going down. Again, it's recursive. It looks arithmetic to me, so I'm just going to take any number, negative 46, and subtract the one before it, so negative minus negative 39. It looks like we're subtracting 7 each time. So this is minus 7 each time. So negative 46 minus 7 is negative 53. Minus 7 again, negative 60, and negative 67. And then our last one, this one seems to be going up by 12 each time. So we have 18 plus 12, which is 30. 30 plus 12, which is 42. 42 plus 12, which is 54. Okay, so there's just a review of finding a common difference and also recursive and explicit. Our learning focus today is what patterns do you recognize in arithmetic sequences that can help you find the missing terms? And so in class, we spent a good 10 minutes seeing if we can figure out what are the missing values. You know this is arithmetic, you know the first and the last term. So most kids are able to figure out by guess and check. The first one is 8, and the second one they're also able to figure out pretty quickly too, just by guessing and checking. But we do have some students that are able to take a look at the numbers and figure out a shortcut for finding the missing terms. And here's the shortcut. So if you know the first and the last term, we can find the difference between them. So to do that, we subtract. So first step is we'll subtract the first term minus the last term. To find that distance is 6. And then, since we're splitting the difference by adding it twice, the second part is we can take that 6 and divide by how many times we're adding it, and so we're adding it twice, we'll divide by 2. And there's the common difference, it's 3. So here we added 3 every time to find the next term. So we can try that method again. First step, take our last number minus our first number to find that distance between them. So that's negative 28. And then we want to figure out how many times are we adding that number. Here it's 4. So the next step is we take that distance and divide by how many times we're adding it. And here it's negative 7. And so here we'll subtract 7 every time. And again, a lot of students got this by guess and check, and some got it by using this rule. So that will be 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. 4 minus 7, negative 3. And then you can check, do we get negative 10? All right, let's do it one more time. Again, our first rule is, our first part of the rule is we take our last number minus the first number. And here that's a distance or difference of 18. And then we figure out how many times, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we'll take our negative 18, we're adding it up 6 times. And here we're subtracting 3 every time. So we get 9, 6, 3, 0, negative 3, and 6. So in class we summarize that, and then we practice some more. And then your assignment is just to finish this page, page 4 in our packet.